for a second date?
Dex.
Dad, it's all right.
No, actually, it's not. Look, Dex, I'm sorry, but I don't want you to phone me, text me, email me, Facebook me, or send me flowers. I don't want you to contact me ever. Do you understand?
Now, hang on a second here. How dare you? My son was only being friendly, and in reply, you used him as a pawn in your investigation.
Dad.
That wasn't my idea.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't, but you went along with it, Detective. You know, I've got a good mind to report you and your colleague to the Police Integrity Commission.
Look, Mr. Walker, I understand your concern, and all I can do is offer my apologies. It was misguided, and I give you my word it won't happen again.
Bye. Way to go, Dad.
Dex.
We used to catch crabs and cook them on the beach. We used to crack the shells up and try to get all the meat out. I was really bad at it. He was so patient trying to teach me how to do it. I haven't thought about that stuff for ages.
What, Summer Bay?
I know I've thought a lot about Summer Bay. I just haven't thought about the good things that happened to me here.
How come?
I don't know.
Look, hang on. The curse is about to be broken. Here we go.
Okay, just be gentle. Just be gentle with it.
What do you mean?
You're pulling its head off.
I'm not pulling its head off.
No, be gentle, would you?
I thought you hated fishing.
Just because I hate it doesn't mean I'm not good at it. Can I have a go?
Yeah, okay, go.
Okay, all right, all right, all right.
Come on.
Oh,
Here we go. Yes. Oh, this is great.
Oh, it's a beauty.
I haven't caught a fish in months. Thank you. How can I repay you?
Well, you could cook it and I'll eat it. I'll share it with you.
Okay, good.
Come on, Dex. We need to talk.
There's nothing you can say that will make me feel better.
Yeah, well, you're probably right there, but you wouldn't be the first teenager to think like that.
For a second there, you almost sounded like you thought I was normal.
You are normal, mate.
Except for my inappropriate infatuation with older women.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the fact that you continue to find older, unattainable women attractive is of great concern to me. I think you do it because you know they won't take you seriously. I mean, did you really think that Graves would go for you, or Marilyn for that matter?
No, I just like setting myself up for abject humiliation and rejection. Makes me feel alive.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? No need to get defensive. I'm just saying that I think you go after older women because it's easier to deal with when they reject you.
This looks easy. Okay, suppose I do go after women I know I have no chance of getting. Do you really think the situation would be any different with girls my own age?
Well, of course. But you wouldn't know unless you try, right?
I can hazard a pretty good guess at it. I'm a nerd, Dad. So I have to face the fact that no girl's ever gonna like me, younger or older.
That's rubbish, mate. I mean, I was a bit of a nerd when I was your age.
I've seen the photos, Dad. Ducks of the school, captain of rugby, girlfriends draped over your arms. Nice try, but I think you and I are different beings. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go back to my pain and suffering.
Just know that if you want to talk, I'm here, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Stewart, I present to you this afternoon's catch.
Oh, wow, that looks fantastic. I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
Well, don't die wondering. Dig in.
Okay. Oh, that's delicious. You're a genius.
Well, to be fair, I only cleaned it up. My chef is the whiz.
Well, my compliments to the chef. Now sit down, dig in. Oh, wow. You know, this place is fantastic. When I left this town, you had to go to Yabby Creek to get a decent feed, and even then the most exotic dish was apricot chicken.
Well, 20 years is a long time to be away. It took you so long to get back.
I don't know, I thought it was time. I've got a memory, good and bad, for every corner of this town.
Yeah, I know what that's like. Coming back to a place filled with ghosts. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I knew Martha pretty well.
I know. Dad told me the whole story. Including why you're no longer a police officer. Thank you so much for helping my daughter.
Well, you seem to know everything about me, and I know nothing about you.
God, there's not a lot to tell. I mean, a girl grows up in a small town, loses a mum, goes off the rails, gets into a lot of strife, and leaves town in disgrace. And 20 years later, she comes back.
Couldn't have been that hard to grow up here, could it? All that stuff you were saying down at the jetty. You made out as if Southern Bay was a great place to grow up.
You know what? Maybe it was. Marilyn said I would find you here.
G'day, love. Pull up a few. Yeah, just having a cuppa after work. How was your day?
Do you remember the time that you, me and Mum camped out on the beach overnight?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Oh, yeah, Dad, you got to remember it. It was about a year before Mum went into hospital.
Sorry, love.
I'm not making it up.
No, of course you're not. But, you know, memories are funny things. Some are sharp as a tack and others are a bit fuzzy.
Yeah, that's all right. It's partly my fault. I mean, I've never done anything to keep those memories alive. I've never put together a photo album. I've never talked to you about this stuff. I mean, I haven't even been home in 20 years.
Don't be so hard on yourself, love.
Mum gave me all these great experiences. And after she died, I could only remember the bad times. And I've given Martha nothing to remember me by.
Sure you have.
The odd trip to New York, phone call here and there. It's not quite the same as tucking her in every night, is it? You were more of a parent to her than I ever was. I wish I could do it all again. I wish it wasn't too late.
It isn't.
Yeah, it is. It's too late for me to spend more time with Mum. It's too late for me to be a mother to Martha.
Love, in life we all have to make choices. And we all have regrets. Nobody knows that more than I do. But life's not a sprint. It's a distance event. And what's important is where you are at the end. So far, you're doing pretty damn good.
You have to say that.
I forgot to tell you, Gina called round today to see you. She had some photographs to show you of Hugo and Martha.
Oh, okay. I'll give her a call.
That's your 5th cup today. You do know too much coffee's bad for you?
So is failing the HSC. I'm so far behind, I don't have time to sleep.
I wish I could sleep. Every time I close my eyes, she calls to me. Dex, you have the right to remain silent.
You should probably listen to that advice.
Okay, I got dinner and some guests to share it with.
Hi, guys. I'll help you get some plates.
What are you doing here?
Well, your dad came pick up Marilyn. It's just that I take along.
I told you before I couldn't see you again tonight.
I know you're stressed, but it's
I thought you said the kids would be okay with me coming to dinner.
Oh, I'll be fine. Look, Dex promised to behave himself, and Indy, well, now that Romeo's here, I'm sure she'll chill out. Look, we'll have pizza, a few laughs, and then I'll hit him with the news.
Maybe you shouldn't actually, hit them with it.
No.
Oh, because I can't possibly think I could be related to someone as dumb as you.
I can't believe I can be related to someone who's such a nerd.
Okay, we just need to chill out.
Stop telling me to chill out.
Indy,
Leave me alone.
fine.
Everyone, please stop talking!
Gina. It's a big cloak and dagger.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to take the chance of anyone overhearing us.
It's a good idea. So, are you on board?
I lost Hugo a long time ago, and him asking this now, it's Hugo all over. No regard to the morality or the consequences of what he's asking. He was the one who landed this money on Xavier, and now he's asking for it back.
But you said yourself that Xavier hasn't spent it. It's just sitting there. I mean, at least this way it can do some good.
I realise that, but
They're
still.
our kids. If giving them the money means they can be safe.
And I'd do that in a second if I could be sure of it, but I've got Xavier to think about. It's just too big a risk to take.
Gina, look, I understand. And maybe I am being selfish, but Martha is all I've got. And they really need our help.
I'm sorry, I need more time to think about this.
Okay.
it? Enjoying a last supper?
I was just shouting my colleague.
Well, I think it's well deserved. You've worked hard the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you'll make a great detective.
No, it's an apology for allowing her to start a career with an unresolved case.
We never did find out who those sequins belong to.
No. Remind me to show you where they are before I go tomorrow. You never know, maybe my genius has rubbed off on you. I know you're fond of the folk in this particular village, Charles, but my leaving, it's not a good thing. Every instinct of my being tells me that someone here is responsible for that murder. And because we don't have a body, this case might remain unsolved forever.
Next week on Home and Away.
I want you back in my life, and I don't want it to be a secret. Just one condition, no talk about marriage. I've been doing a bit of digging. I had a bad feeling about this from the start. I should have gone to the police then.
God, if you do that, they're both dead. Whoever killed Pen Graham did it with a Metsicano River blade.
They don't have any evidence linking the knife to you.
I don't know if Alf stabbed the beast while we held him down for you, but one of you...
Alf didn't kill anyone.
So it was you.
I didn't kill anyone either.
Miss an episode of Home and Away? Or just want to see it again? Catch up online at Yahoo 7 TV. Just click +7.